the rain this week, brought to you by Cincy Light. Cincy Light, the spirit of Cincinnati. Someone we talked about all year who we needed to take the next step was Andrew Abbott, and he did that this month. Andrew Abbott, for the month of May, 32 2/3 innings pitched with a .55 ERA, 2 earned runs, 10 walks to 33 Ks. This guy has been dominant. What has changed in his game to make him so?
I think we're seeing a lot more confidence with him of knowing how his pitches play off of one another and just having the experience to know like he can go in there and compete with the best hitters in baseball. And you see him in games now, pitch to pitch, being able to make adjustments. And I think that has been a critical thing for him to be able to think ahead of batters and just being able to get the most out of his pitches, living up in the zone, being able to figure out like what's working for him day to day. And I just love the progression that he's made and pretty awesome numbers for your number 4 starter.
Yeah. He's a number 4, but pitching like a 1.
Yes.
I mean, you're right. He's been living at the top of the zone, edges, right? And when he can dot that fastball, he can then get all of his secondary stuff by you, which is, curveball, sweeper, slider, changeup, and all change the eye level and then come back at the top of the zone. Mm-hmm. And it's not just about having high velo or having a ton of spin. He is pitching.
Yes, he is. When you're seeing players be behind on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball from him, that's because he is pitching. He's knowing how to, pitch off of one type of, I'm going to throw this curveball or this off-speed pitch and then go back to a fastball. You're seeing the effectiveness of his layering of pitches.
Yeah.
And then the accuracy, too, is gotten a lot better.
Yeah, just dotting. And, dude, Andrew, our guy, this rules, dude. And you know what? This is something that he can keep, and he will be sustainable as long as he just has it. And even if he doesn't have it, his stuff generates weak contact. So then, like you said, mid-game adjustment. Man, my changeup ain't working. So I'm just going to have to keep living inside. I'm not dotting inside. I can dot top, and I can bring bottom. Okay, that's how we're going to live today. And watching those adjustments and watching him take that next step is phenomenal, showing, how important it was for him to take this next step for the entire rotation and being such a valuable piece of this rotation going, no question about it, solid. This is something that you look at this rotation and go, okay, done. This guy stays no matter what. He has proven, earned it, slotted, done.
Not just his value to the rotation, but also to the bullpen for how he's able to go deeper into games being pitch efficient, and he's getting players to commit and swing early in counts because they know, one, he's throwing strikes, and his pitches seem very hittable, but that's part of his game plan. I mean, you saw Pete Crow Armstrong, one of the hottest hitters in baseball this year, be visibly furious numerous times and chucked his bat because he's like, man, I am just missing that guy, but that is his game plan to a T. Make you think you're going to hit it, then you just miss it, then you pop out, to shallow right field.
Yeah. And one thing you noticed when I noticed when he pitched here last week at home, he was getting contact and he was getting loud and long contact, but it doesn't matter as long as it stays in the park. Mm-hmm. So the confidence to have to be like, yeah, I'll throw you 93 inside. You try and turn on it. Good luck, buddy. It's just going to stay up there.
Yeah.
And get swirled around.
So I think he's learning upon all that and just understanding, more of how his game plays and what he can do to exploit batters with their both, weaknesses and their advantages and just be able to play it against each other. So I'm just loving seeing this guy become a better and better, more rounded pitcher.
Yep. And it's awesome. I mean, he's going to be a mainstay. And, man, he's a guy that you look at the end of the year and you go, contract extension?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I'd say so.
If he keeps it up, put him on the list. Keep him around. A lot of people compare him to Tom Browning. I compare him to Wade Miley.
Okay, I like
Another
that.
crafty lefty, something that, this is sustainable. Mm-hmm. Where you're not seeing someone snap 102, 103, and you're like, man, that's max effort. Mm-hmm. This is a big risk. Are we going to lose him for 14 to 16 months because of the max effort and all this? It just seems like it's more sustainable.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It doesn't seem like he's doing anything to put his elbow in danger. He's not a guy that you say is max velo, where even if something were to happen, it's like, oh, he can't throw his fastball. That changes his entire repertoire. That's not the pitcher that he is.
Yeah.
Also, Wade Miley, Tom Browning, Andrew Abbott, that sounds like a really fun fishing trip. I can see all those guys out in a boat, with their own bait, and just making giggles.
You're making giggles, and it's like, hey, check this out. I made these sinkers in the garage.
Yeah, exchanging bobbers and stuff. They're bobber buddies.
Bobber buddies. Oh man, that's right there. I can just all see them in the vest and a little floppy hat.
Exactly.
They're all sharing the same deer stand, pissing in the same dip cup.
They say they go out there for the fishing, but it's really for the friendship.
It's for the friendship. Everybody just needs a guy to throw a line with and be like, life's hard.
How was the fishing trip? It was great. You didn't bring your rods. I mean, it doesn't matter.
We threw them in the river in remembrance of the moment. You watch your mouth, Denise.
We barefisted it.
We barefisted it. That's right. We rolled up our sleeves and we got them salmon.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. Real bears out there.
It's 3 bears. I mean fish.
Fish. Fuck.